ready to go at the 1,000. Gets her back. And they're racing. Kilmonovic got an awkward start. First one to show is Egret. In the early stages, Persica right up there. Then comes Isn't It Bliss, the green sleeves and the gold cap. Big Sky Country, Grew of Ice races a couple of lengths off the leader. 3 Rocks, 2 off the inside, joined by Moonstrike. Esther's midfield, joined on the outside by Quick Count. Out after those running for the stars, green sleeves and the orange cap. Amy's Idol, Ride the Lightning Club, blue and black cap. Echoes of Winters about 6 lengths adrift, and Follow the Flow is last with Kilmonovic towards the far side. 500 metres left to run. Egret just about the leader. 3 Rocks works into the open. Moonstrike 2 off the inside. Kilmonovic now nearer first than last. Picked off quite a few. After them to Big Sky Country, and then came Isn't It Bliss. But they went to the final 200 metres now. 3 Rocks puts the nose in front, but Isn't It Bliss tries to chase Big Sky Country, Grew of Ice and Amy's Idol. But this is 3 Rocks in front, and 3 Rocks a win full of merits. It's a top win. 3 Rocks the winner. Amy's Idol got up for second. Isn't It Bliss was third. Then came Big Sky Country. So the winner's in the blue sleeves and cap, 5 off the left. She attacks Egret, who had a lot of speed. Staying on Amy's Idol, the orange jacket and blue cap. So it is a 1-2 here for Greef. Isn't It Bliss was on the premises, but 3 Rocks, it's a taking win. First time I've seen her, and quite impressed with what she's put together today.
Well, it's the 2-year-old that's shown older, a clean pair of heels, despite the fact that she carried top weight this afternoon in the way of 3 Rocks, and she's done a fine job under Richard Fourie to follow her maiden win with another one. And celebrating next to me is Godfrey, who's collecting the cheque on behalf of Groom Shoes this afternoon. 1,500 Rand, the extra that World Sports Betting has given to the winning groom. Godfrey, thanks very much. Godfrey, you can take that with you. There you go, and great to have that extra initiative. It's something that really just makes it extra special for the grooms. Richard, I know you were hoping for a big run, and I've got to say, yeah, well done to you, because it's hard to have the choice of a stable that's turning out 5 horses and that have legitimate chances, and you decide to choose the juvenile, and I think we're going to read a lot into that.
Well, I leave it to Ken. I think he's very good. Yeah, so I must always commend Ken Eagle. He's probably the best in the business. He knows handicapping, and thanks to him, it's where I am now. And he just picks horses, and obviously we cross-reference everything.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, he's got a gut feel and got to go with it. But well done to Mr. Greef, his team. I thought it was a gutsy move putting a juvenile in a older fillies sort of handicap.
Race, yeah.
And sticky conditions and horses that have shown lots of speed and stuff. So, it was gutsy. But she jumped out. She showed quite good speed, and I sat up behind Moosey's horse and waited for the slip, and she took it and ran a bit green still, changed legs a bit awkward, and then when I asked her for a reminder, she quickened up nicely, and obviously there's 1 or 2 lines over the track, and she's very, very green still. But great one nevertheless. So well done to the owners, thank you so much, and to my sponsors at Winning Form.
Fantastic, Richard, very well handled. Winner, 2 wins now from 3 starts. Great record already, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Great ride there, Richard, and I think you can read a lot into what he said about that horse. She's come to win despite the fact that she's still green, running a bit awkwardly, looking at a few patches on the track, and Alan, that only bodes well.
Yeah, very well done to Richard, and nice ride to ASM Racing, who bought this filly for me from Ascot Stud. I think they bred actually the first 2 past the post with Amy's Idol as well, so stable companions going 1-2 there. But this filly, I didn't know where to place her. There wasn't a juvenile race, and I didn't think she'd go 1,400, which was the feature last week.
Yes.
And so I opted to take on the older girls here with a little bit of weight for age, and I was hesitant, to be honest, and I thought it was maybe a bit much to bite and to offer. Exactly. Yes, yeah. But she won a nice race. Robert Bloomberg was convinced she'd win, so he phoned me and said she'll win. So well done to Robert, to ASM Racing. Warren and Arun, very well done. And to all our sponsors that are on course, well done to them as well.
Yeah, they've had a fantastic day. Alan, congratulations. It's an exacta for the yard. Well done.
Thank you.
And as Alan alluded to, this is the Dan and Rose Kwekwe Foundation race, and great to be chatting to Sonazo in response to that. And I was really chuffed starting all to see you get involved with racing, go down and lead 3 rocks in. That must have been fantastic.
Certainly. So racing is one of those codes, you know, where when you're looking at the contribution that it's making to transformation and the contribution that it's making to just livelihood,
Yes.
you know, so there's no other option but to be involved. So as the Dan and Rose Kwekwe Foundation, we thought it's a no-brainer,
Yeah.
especially when we are invited by our school, you know, Collegiate High School. Yeah, it was an obvious one.
Well, we'd love to know a little bit more about the foundation. Tell us a bit.
The foundation is actually an empowerment agent,
Okay.
more than anything. So transformation in non-racial sport was driven by our grandparents, Dan and Rose, since the 60s. Hence the establishment of the Dan Kwekwe Stadium in Zwide. So all we're doing is we're continuing with the legacy that they had in mind. We're saying it does not necessarily have to be the job of the government.
Yeah.
We are available, we are of full body, we have vigor, and as a result, we can do our bit. So the foundation is actually availing sport codes that you would think are available in the township, but as in today, they're still not available. And as a result, we're focusing on rugby. On the participation stage, we're talking about the under 8s, the under 9s. They're not playing rugby. And we are availing hockey, the under 8s, the under 9s. They don't even know of hockey.
Yeah.
You know, so it's those introductions, making sure that they are included in this participation so that they don't miss out when it gets to competition stage.
And tell us a bit about the current programs that you're running.
It's those two.
Those are the 2 programs.
Those two,
Okay,
correct.
Fantastic. You're starting it nice and early. I love the fact that you're carrying on a legacy. I think it's fantastic. So what are the areas of collaboration and how can they get hold of you?
At this point in time, we have 200 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds for
Wow.
each code. So we're talking about 400 kids that are waiting for clinics on a weekly basis. So as the foundation, we have
Yeah.
put structure, we have put order, we have called for volunteer coaches. It's a matter of having equipment
Yes.
necessary to roll it
To
out.
enable this, yes,
Correct.
yes.
And that's what we're looking for. So we're looking for organizations who have the same heart, the same intention, and who understand the bigger picture
Yes.
of what sport actually does to a soul, and who would say, Dan and Rose, we are here, we understand, we would like to
Yes.
partner with you. And so we are available on the social platforms,
Okay.
but our office, just for administrative purposes, it's on Ivan Road, number 16, on at Richmond Hill. Just across the corner from Vuvuzela.
Oh.
That's
That'll really narrow it down for people, yes.
That's where we are. So anybody who would like to come in and have a conversation and maybe even go to
Yes.
the schools, because it's half-hearted for you to say I'm available and not being available,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
to go and have a look and actually see what we're doing. So that's what we're looking for.
Fantastic. Now, Sonazo
Thank you.
Tsindabi, she is the director of the Dan and Rose Kwekwe Foundation, and I'm sure through all of this that we've heard, you can hear the passion behind this. I think it's commendable that this has happened from your grandparents' stage and you're still running with it. And as you can hear, this is uplifting and introducing young children to sport. It's something you want to get involved in. I've got to say, well done. I've
Thank you.
loved hearing about this, and
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for getting involved today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Brilliant race there, race 5, introducing us as well to Sonazo from the Dan and Rose Kwekwe Foundation. As you can hear, so much good being done. Again, just got to give a shout out to the Graveyard for a great running there as they get home the first 2 past the post. The winning runner, 3 Rocks, who was greatly supported with another popular winner coming home this afternoon under Richard Fourie.